This is Tango Awareness 28. We already practiced how to do the exercise, so we move contrary to each other in a comfortable manner. We've used the back cross. Yeah, for this one, I just want to why do we use the back cross? Because each step has its specific issues, you know. For example, followers in general terms, the ones that are not with Tango Discovery, the ones outside actually Tango Discovery, they have built up in their back crosses so many tensions and so much actually garbage. Because, for example, the back cross in a turn, usually if you don't know the technique, it pulls you out, so they compress and they try to get in anyway, etc., etc., etc. So it's a very important, it's the first important steps where we are looking for the release of all that unnecessary tensions that some followers outside have been building up. That's why we see that as a first step. But, as you know, we want to release any and all tensions on all the three steps. So now we're going to do the exercise we did last week, but using the other two steps, open steps and front cross. So we start a turn, right? And for example, that's her front cross. Yeah, and that's her front cross. So one of these front crosses, is going to just come back, right? And that's the front cross, and that's the front cross, and that's how you come in back. Yeah? That's the front cross, and it comes back. Yeah, don't do that. Don't start to shorten up things, but rather you have to make them longer. There you go. That's how you make your partner relax instead of making your partner freak out. There you go. Good girl. So on this, one of these front crosses, you just pass through. See? There you go. So get off your head and leave your body alone. There you go. That's a front cross, and that's a front cross. That's it. So as usual, all these first steps, they are trying to imprint doubt on you. That's how they do it. There you go. So for us, don't let that shit happen. If she freaks out, you don't care. You get it? And for followers, stop trying to freak out your partner, you know? That's not nice. There you go. That's it. Yeah, you're learning very quick, huh? That's it. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. So at the beginning, as you can see, it has some issues, and that's why I'm showing you with a partner that we haven't practiced this exercise, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's the point. So you can really see the emotional and the stress process of every one of these exercises. If I show you with someone that is already trained, yeah, and they have no problem, and we displayed no problem and no issue, it's not that good for you, because then when you go with your partner, you're going to find these first trembling things, right? So for us, with these exercises, these trembling things actually are how she's discharging the old shit, how she's discharging what she was used to do. And as you can see, at the beginning she was, I didn't understand, so I stop the dance and I freak out, right? What do? No problem. I don't stop, I relax and I keep the exercise. So eventually, because she is smart and her body is very, very smart, see, next time there was a little less freaking out. And next time was a little less and more relaxation and more, let's say, just grooving and enjoying the movement. Until we just passed where there was nothing. There was no hesitation, no doubt whatsoever, and she was flowing into the movement with me. So for us it's very important to start to embody, the male role and the leader role, which is that you're not responsible for your partner's mistakes or freaking out. Yeah? Mistakes is not an excuse to freak out. Yeah? And for followers, the training is stop freaking out, because it's not nice nor to you nor to the person you have in front of you. And your mistakes are not that important. You get it? So stop selling to the world that you're doing mistakes. Why? Because we're going to do mistakes all our lives. So you better get used to it, or more than get used to it, you better start to enjoy them. Yeah? And actually be nice to yourself, be nice to your partner, so we can both cool off and have a good time. So being that said, we're going to use her last one, her open step on these turns. So we're turning, that's her open step. And that's her open step, that's another open step. See? That's an open step, and then she comes back. And that's an open step, and then she comes back. And that's an open step, and then she comes back. And that's an open step, and then she comes back. And it's nice what you can do as a trainer, you can get ambiguous in your lead, you know? So that you can freak them out on purpose and see what they do. So that's an open step. That's not it. There you go. That's an open step. And that's an open step. That's it. And that's an open step. That's it. And that's an open step. That's it. There you go. Very good. Very nice. So as you can see, again, it looks weird, but it's not. You know, every step, you know, in every of these three little steps, people have been coding up their relationship level, their attention or not. So that's why we practice all these mechanisms in these three steps. Once again, at the beginning, what she did, she stopped and she freaked out. Why? Because her body was unfamiliar with what we were doing, right? So once we pass it, the first time she freaks out, I'd say relax. The second one was better, the third one was better. So when you reach the point where we're just in communion, we are communicating, we are both relaxed, you do it a little bit and you stop and you let it go, because you have already achieved the results. Once we achieve the results, we enjoy them a little bit, and that's it. We go for the next exercise. Being that said, enjoy, have fun, see you on the next one.